10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
What's up?
How's it going?
Hola. What are you up to?
Como estas? Actually, what I'm up to right now, I'm actually resubscribing to Game Pass so I can play Oblivion Remastered.
Dude, I can't tell if it's me or something's up with your mic.
Let me see if it's
You sound far away and echoey.
using my laptop. How's that?
I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
Maybe it's just me.
Hold on.
I don't know, audience, does he sound kind of far away and echoey, or is it just me? Am I just fucked up?
Is that working now?
I mean, I can understand what you're saying, but it doesn't sound...
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. My mixer's fucked up.
All right. Anyway. What's up, people? What's everybody up to today? Everybody enjoying their Friday? Just say yes. Just say yes. What's up, firefighter? Look at him. Don't even fucking say anything. Hops in the chat. Nothing. Nothing.
Well,
Oh.
who?
What?
Me or Night Strike?
You.
I had to unmute my mic.
Okay. Oh shit, we already have
Why
a
am I the
setup.
one getting this shit today?
I know. Oh, he's fucked up.
How's that? Does that sound much better?
Offstage Tater says, Matt, I sent you a hilarious Darth Vader video. Where? On Facebook? What? You did?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, wait. Probably my email. I haven't checked my email.
I guess it's not working.
I did not see it, but I'll let me check I'll check my email in a little bit.
Well, I threw on the AI Bigfoot videos
Mm-hmm.
just to creep them out.
I mean, that's good.
Is this working now?
I haven't looked at in Discord I have that whole stories for Duke and Corey thing, and I haven't checked that in a while.
Oh, there's some good shit in there. And yes,
Yeah.
Night Strike, we can hear you.
So this is working now.
It's not that it doesn't work; it's that you just sound a little muffled, maybe, kind of far away from the microphone. I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. I told it to use the right microphone. It's not using
Is
the
it
right
just me? Like not like firefighter? Does he sound that way to you too?
He sounds a bit muffled, yeah.
Okay.
now.
Like he's talking through a bag of cotton balls.
Yes. There you go. You sound cotton bally. We'll
Which
go
is
with
worse
that.
than cotton mouth.
It's true. It is. Jesus. There we go. Anyway.
Oh, and check the Robotech one. I posted a poster about a new Robotech collectible being announced at San Diego Comic-Con.
What kind of?
Admiral Hunter's custom Veritech fighter.
What's the scale?
Oh, I don't remember. Let me look.
Where'd you post it, in Discord?
Yeah, in the Robotech one. And there goes Night Strudel.
It's a night strudel.
Yeah, it says the new generation Robotech Admiral Hunter's limited edition Skull Cyclone being debuted at San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay, so this is the Skull Cyclone. The Cyclone is the motorcycle. So this is the motorcycle armor.
I have not gotten that far. I mean, I'm only just started watching as of when I got home, the original.
Oh, the Cyclone armor doesn't show up till the 3rd season, which is new generation. So you have Macross Saga, then you have Master Saga, then you have the New Generation Saga. And New Generation Saga is like, I don't know, 30 years after the Macross Saga.
But
I mean, technically, Rick Hunter's not even in it because it's not about him. It's just talked about like they're in space, they're somewhere else. They're not on Earth.
He's kind of like Luke Skywalker, just a legend.
But yeah, the Cyclone armor, that's what the Cyclone armor is they have motorcycles, like they have their Veritechs, and then in by that time, not in Macross Saga, they just have the standard Veritechs, but by the time you get to New Generation, the Veritechs all have like a fucking a motorcycle in it, like as ground transport for pilots, and it also becomes like their armor, like it like fucking snaps onto them like armor with extra guns and shit, and then they can strip it off and it transforms into a motorcycle that they can ride around. That's what the Cyclone armor is.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
It's fucking cool. It's actually pretty fucking cool. Like the Cyclone armor looks badass. So, and it like fucking pops out of the bottom of their Veritechs in like this little cube, and then they push a button and it turns into a motorcycle. And then when they get on it, they can ride it around. And then if they hit a button while they're riding it, it like just folds up and starts snapping and attaching to their armor, and like adds on all this armor, and like it looks cool. Like the fucking tailpipes become like arm cannons and shit. It's cool. So
if we weren't wastefully spending money in Iraq on Sesame Street, we could be developing that.
See, we could be building some fucking Cyclone armor shit. That would be awesome. But no. Instead, we're still giving money to Ukraine.
Or we could be using that money to actually capture a Bigfoot and then mail it to Duke's front door.
I would honestly, I'd rather take some money and use it to send an alien from Area 51 to Duke's door.
I got to figure out how people are making these AI videos and just make one about a Bigfoot chasing Duke after it took 2 whole bottles of Viagra.
Yeah, I know that. Like, apparently, it's much fucking easier to do now, but I still don't. I don't know how you do it. I think there's some fucking websites or programs you can like pay for that'll, like, you just drop a couple pictures in and hit a prompt, and it'll create a whole fucking video for you. But I haven't messed with that.
Nor have I. But some of them are hysterical.
Yeah. Deus Ex in the chat says, what is the name of the other channel? My Geek channel? Is that what you're talking about, I assume? It's called Geek Fusion TV. That is what this is called. Hola, Night Strike. What was that?
Is this working now?
That sounds
Now it
bad.
is. Now it is. Yeah. You had to take the suppressor off. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to take the suppressor off.
You have to take the dick out of your mouth.
Yeah, no.
No, you don't want to take the dick out of your mouth?
No,
I mean,
no.
personal preference to each their own. That's fine. I don't want to force you. You know, so it's fine. No, you sound better.
I just reset my mixer, and I guess that fixed it.
No, it sounds good now. Yeah, it was just weird and muffled and slightly echoey.
Because it was using my webcam microphone instead of the microphone on my mixer.
Yeah.
You ever have that happen?
I have had that happen before.
So.
Indeed.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But you know, it's not a live stream without technical difficulties, right?
It's true. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me. So I know I talked about this yesterday.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure, Firefighter, you were in the chat for this. Or maybe both of y'all were. I can't remember. This
we were.
Or after Night Strike showed up because he was late.
No, it was before he showed up.
Oh, come on.
You don't even know what I'm going to talk about, but okay.
Hey, I put my $5 on before.
Okay. The new hole that popped up in Yellowstone.
Ooh.
Oh no.
I don't think it was after Night Strike showed up. I don't know. Doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, so we were talking about it because like a few months ago, the geyser, Old Faithful, erupted and like fucked up a bunch of people and damaged a bunch of stuff. It blew really big, and then now they've discovered a new fissure that has opened up. That at this point is only like 13 feet wide, which is still pretty fucking big. Big hole just opened up. A new geyser fissure just opened up that's never been there before. And then like yesterday or today, and it may have been yesterday and I just didn't see it yet. There have been a bunch of fucking viral videos of people, because this is the time of year that people go visit Yellowstone in the summer.
Right.
A bunch of viral videos, people recording fucking animals in mass exodus of the Yellowstone area. Like fucking buffalo and fucking deer and all kinds of shit. Like all these videos are popping up online of like tourists filming like fucking animals, like fucking getting the fuck out.
Ooh, that's not good.
That's not good.
Oh.
I'm not saying it means anything. I have no
Everybody
idea.
get your
I'm not a
gas masks
geologist
ready.
or whatever, a hydrothermal eruption expert. But if I lived in that area, I would be nervous right now. That's what I'm saying. It's basically what it boils down to. I'd be a little nervous. You know what I mean?
I
Wouldn't
don't
you?
blame you. I don't blame you.
I don't live anywhere near there, and I'm kind of like, because I mean, if that fucking thing does pop off, like it's going to, I mean, first of all, it's going to affect the entire fucking world, but it's certainly going to drastically affect the entire United States. And not just because of debt, like it's going to, like, we're going to have fucking ecological and economic problems. It's going to cause ecological issues across the world. If Yellowstone ever erupted, like fully popped off, right? Like it would blast so much fucking shit into the atmosphere. It would cause issues, weather changes, and all kinds of environmental issues and things like that across the entire fucking planet. But certainly here in the United States. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could just be some weird new mid-July migration for multiple species of animals that's never been reported before. I have no idea. I'm not an expert in such matters. However, I would just say I'm slightly, as somebody who lives in the same country as that fucking thing, slightly concerned what that fucking means when shit like that starts happening. So, I don't know. Maybe if you live in the area. might be a good time to start prepping up a little bit. You know what I'm
That
saying?
and getting on your
I
knees
think
and
you're right
praying
to be
and
concerned.
kissing your ass.
Yeah. I don't know. What is the okay, let me see. Because I've looked at this up before. Let me see. So it says if Yellowstone erupted, severe infrastructure damage, ash from the eruption would cause significant destruction of roads, bridges, and buildings, particularly in the immediate vicinity of Yellowstone, ruin farmland for hundreds of miles, damage farmland for thousands of miles, pose health risks to humans and animals. Midwest would have widespread effects. Long-term economic and environmental consequences. Let's see. Let's see. Potential nuclear winter, depending on how large it erupted.
Right.
Well, the people in the Mojave will be happy then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They'll finally get snow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. While they're patrolling.
They're saying the
Hopefully they brought their service rifles.
lava flows would be expected to kill as many as 90,000 people immediately.
Yeah.
Let's see. 10-foot, 3-meter layer of molten ash as far as 1,000 miles from the park.
Ooh.
The haze of gas would drape the country. Wouldn't just dim sunlight; it would also cool temperatures, which would affect fucking farming for a long time. Throw off the food chain. Yeah, it would do a lot of fucked up shit. Like, the country would be in a dire crisis if that thing fucking popped off.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I got good news.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Did the funding for your penile implant
No,
go through?
we're not talking about that. No,
Oh.
so some other good news.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear the Department of Justice dropped the pistol brace rule?
Yes, they did.
Yes. Well, they dropped their they were
appeal.
appealing the rule that the judge already did. They were going to appeal it, and then they dropped the appeal. So it had already been ruled on, but the Department of Justice was fighting it. So now they're no longer fighting it. They're like, okay. So
For the next 3 years.
yeah, for the next 3 years, and then they'll fucking start it up again when Democrats.
When the
Actually, it
Democrats
might not even be,
weaponize
whatever.
again.
It's just, yeah. So you got to go back and forth. Never think your rights are safe because they're fucking not.
They're not.
Well, I also heard today that I think it's either the Firearms Policy Coalition or the Second Amendment Foundation is now suing to get the ban of mailing guns through USPS lifted.
Well,
Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm wondering what angle they're taking for that. I mean, other than it makes no fucking sense because you can still, I mean, like,
you can still send guns through USPS from FFL to FFL.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah, I forget the exact wording on how they're challenging it, but they say it could be a double standard because they do it for FFLs, but not for the common person. Or it was weird. The little
yeah. I mean, it's clearly because of the fact that like an FFL can do it and a person can't. It's clearly a violation of rights because you're setting a standard that an individual has less. And this may be the way they're going, but you're essentially setting the precedent that an individual has less rights of use of a governmental entity
corporation or company does.
than a company that has a particular license from the government, which is what the FFL is. So you're saying that the government is essentially saying that certain people can't access a taxpayer funded service, that you have to go through certain fucking rules, regulations, restrictions. You have to get certain licenses to use a taxpayer funded service, which is unconstitutional. To sit there and say that, like, look, it's the U.S. Post Office that we all fucking pay for, and you can't use it when you want to. But if you went through all this government bullshit to get a license, an FFL license, a federal license, then you can.
Well,
So maybe that's it's a.
I get that, and I applaud that. But I have a good working relationship with my FFL, the local one here, and if I sell a gun on Gunbroker or whatnot, and I need to use his address to send it from, he has no problem. I just got to bring it down, show him what I'm doing, just package it up there.
Oh yeah, I mean, most of us can. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I do work for him occasionally too when he needs some gunsmithing done. So it's just like I don't have a bad rapport with my FFL. So
yeah,
but I get not everybody has that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
So this helps for the people that are just. I would say this helps primarily for those that are trying to just send straight to an FFL or whatnot, or if, I guess sending. Hasn't sending a gun to yourself always been legal?
So, what do you mean?
Well, it's say you're going on vacation, you can send a gun to yourself,
right? Well,
provided you're allowed to have it in the other state.
Well, no, there are restrictions, which are bullshit restrictions when it comes, because it's when you cross state lines that the government gets involved. Like within state, yes, you can send stuff to yourself.
Okay, so it's within state. All right.
Although it might, I think I'm trying to remember because I've never had to do it before. I think with long guns you can, but with pistols you can't.
Right. No, that's right. And there's also a ban on pistols where, with the U.S. Postal Service, you can't send a pistol through the U.S. Postal Service unless it's FFL to FFL only.
Right.
And, that might also be what they're going after too.
Yeah. Let me get these super chats here. Officer Shader Hater says, Matt, did you hear about the cop who threw a baby bunny, a rabbit, against a car door? He needs a few months of Gen Pop and lots of alone time with Bubba. I have not heard that one. That's fucked up.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's well, I know here locally we had one of the smaller police departments a few years back. He was a canine officer and he left his dog in the car and it died during the summer. And he was charged, but I think he got like probation or something.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Let's see. Daniel says, did you see what Tulsi dropped earlier? No.
What did Tulsi Gabbard do?
Ooh. She just released a whole bunch of documents that prove Mr. Barack was interfering with the 2016 election by creating false investigations and evidence stating that Trump was working for the Russians.
Which is funny because he just denounced Russia the other day because of the whole Ukrainian conflict.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, just like dropped like at 4 today. And speaking of which, Trump is directing Pam Bondi to release the grand jury information from the Epstein trial.
Well,
yeah, that I heard about. Well, I mean, he said it. Let's be clear. He said it and then went out and said, let's just get this over with because this is BS and we all know it's fake Democrat crap. So I'm ordering her to release whatever information we have about this fake shit. Like, the way he said it was like, yeah, okay, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess he doesn't want to mess with it.
well, no, he doesn't want to fucking mess with it because we've talked about this extensively yesterday. He's coming off as a little fucking bitch is what it is. Like, it's well, anyway. He's coming across really fucking, like, guilty. Is what it's fucking coming across as. Like, dude, what are you fucking doing, bro? So,
I don't know either.
Yeah, like, dude, you got people burning their fucking MAGA hats and shit because of this stuff. So,
are they really?
Yeah, dude, there's videos popping up all online of people burning their fucking MAGA hats.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Poor MAGA movement.
I mean, I don't give a shit, but like, a bunch of people do. I mean, I don't give a shit about the fucking MAGA hat burning shit, but I get why it's a fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, he ran on this shit. Like, he fucking ran on this. And then to come out and be like, oh, you know, people need to stop talking about it. It just sounds like some made up Democrat bullshit. Wait a minute, dude. You were one of the people fucking saying it was real.
He may not have expected it to go this far.
Yeah. Well, if that's true, why not? And why is he getting so fucking defensive? It's pretty fucking suspicious, dude.
I know. I'm not arguing.
So, yeah. He's I'm telling you, he's losing some fucking people, man. He's seriously losing some fucking people with this shit. I'm not saying it's the only issue or the most important issue or anything like that, but it certainly is something that the people that voted for him care about. And he, along with Vance and everybody else, certainly said they cared about it when they were running for election. So now all of a sudden, oh, it's a Democrat fucking ploy or whatever the fuck. What? Now you're fucking trying to get people to forget about it and stop talking about it. And I'm not just saying that because, like, it seems like that, but, like, he literally fucking said that on Twitter. People need to stop talking about this Epstein thing. Wait, what? What do you mean people need to stop talking about the Epstein thing? We got a fucking woman in prison for the rest of her fucking life because of it. Jeffrey Epstein went to prison because of it and apparently boop himself, right? But it's made up bullshit by the Democrats all of a sudden when you didn't say that fucking 6 months ago? That's pretty fucking suspicious, dude. I mean, you need to get your shit together, bro. Like, you're fucking making people start to wonder about you. So, yeah, he needs to get this shit fucking straightened up or he's going to lose a lot. I mean, look, he's already elected. He can't fucking run again. So maybe he just doesn't give a shit at this point. You know what I mean? Who cares if he loses his base at this point? He's already elected. He's going to be here for another 3.5 years. So maybe he just doesn't give a fuck. Maybe he just said that shit to get elected. But, I mean, either way, regardless of what he did, like, it still looks bad. So, yeah.
No, I agree. So, we'll see where it goes.
Oh, speaking of which, did you get to watch the first 2 episodes of Strange New Worlds yet?
I did. First episode didn't do anything for me. The second episode I enjoyed quite a lot.
The second episode was quite amusing.
Well, the second episode felt very Star Trek to me. That's why. First episode, the whole Gorn thing, like, I didn't like it when it first popped up in the first season, and then when it popped back up in the second season, and don't really give a shit about wrapping that storyline up. Like, the Gorn thing never was. It just it felt ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? It's a retcon. That whole Gorn thing is a retcon from what we've already established as canon in TOS and Next Gen. So I don't really care about that storyline.
I don't think Gorn ever showed up in Next Gen.
No, yeah, they were talked about in Next Gen. The idea was that the Gorn
never showed up.
I mean, the whole point, the whole thing is like when the Gorn showed up in TOS, that was the first time the Federation ever encountered them.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're saying, no, they had a whole fucking war with them. Why didn't is Captain Kirk and the entire crew of the Enterprise just a bunch of fucking dumbasses that had never fucking heard of a Gorn? Like, it was a whole fucking stupid retcon. And I didn't think it was even done well. It wasn't a good retcon. However, the second episode felt very traditional Star Trek. Like, it felt like an episode of Star Trek. And finally, in my mind, I don't give a shit what anybody else says, confirmation that Trelane to the Q, if he's not a Q himself, he is Q adjacent, and he at least looks at, whether it actually is, but he at least looks at the Q we know as his father. Because that was Q that showed up at the end of the episode.
I thought the voice sounded familiar, but I could not place it.
Yeah, that was John Delancey's voice as Trelane's father. So for me, I don't give a shit if it was just meant to be a fucking little nod to John Delancey. But as far as I'm concerned, that proves, because that's been a fucking theory since like fucking 1986, that Trelane from the TOS, from the original series, was a Q.
Yeah.
And
he was related to them in some way.
Yeah, and that episode confirmed it.
Yeah.
But I got this to say about the first episode of this season. It gave La'an a little bit more of like fleshing out of her past with what happened to her. And it gave, I like the whole thing of Pike was worried that he was going to lose his girlfriend because of the freaking Gorn eggs.
Yeah.
And then I didn't like that they nearly killed off Ortega's. Oops. Spoilers.
Oh. You're awful.
Night Strike, look at the logo.
For America.
Yes. But yeah, the second episode was way more enjoyable.
Oh yeah, because it felt like Star Trek to me.
It had
just
that
felt like
nice, quirky, like TOS feel to it.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoyed that one. But speaking of entertainment and politics at the same time, anybody hear that Stephen Colbert is getting canceled?
Oh yes, I heard that, and I was like, yes.
Yep, he's fucking getting canceled. And
it popped up while I was at work in the middle of typing an email, and I just looked down at the alert on my phone, and I'm like,
yep, like ruh-roh. And CBS announced it was because of financial issues. Yeah, nobody fucking watches his shit. That's what it is. Fucking cancel his ass. What's funny though, I'm curious what they're going to replace it with, because like if he goes away and they've realized, I mean, dude, these late night shows, whether it's him or Jimmy Kimmel or whoever, right? Like, these dudes get less ratings than like a lot of fucking YouTube channels get on a daily basis, right? Not mine, obviously, but like, you know, some of the big YouTube channels, whether it's Tim Pool or so, even some of these entertainment YouTube channels that do like daily shows, get more fucking viewers than fucking these late night shows do. So I'm wondering if they're going to replace him with another show, or if this is going to be like the first domino to fall in these late night talk shows just fucking going away. Because if so, like, it'll be the first time CBS hasn't had a late night talk show in what, 60 years?
Yeah.
And if they fall, then I mean, pretty soon it's going to be fucking Jimmy Kimmel's dumbass on ABC, and I don't even know who else has late night shows, talk shows anymore.
The last time I watched a late night show was back when Craig Ferguson was the host of the Late Late Show.
I don't think I've watched since fucking Conan O'Brien.
I mean, I watched Conan when he was on TBS. You know, I watched him because
I never watched his TBS show. I watched when he was still on what channel? What was he on?
It was just the same. His TV was
whatever.
the same as what he used to do.
Yeah, it was the same thing. Just he switched over to TBS.
Yeah, and it was good. But I guess he decided he wanted to do something else, so he went and he ended it. And I was sad he did, because there was a point that he was the only. I'm going to say this with air quotes, the only conservative late night talk show host on the air.
I don't think he's conservative. He's just not openly fucking libtarded.
Well, he was the only non-tarded one.
Yeah, he was not. Yeah, I'll agree with that statement. He was non-tarded, but I don't think he's conservative. But, yeah, no, I mean, it's not surprising. I mean, people don't want to watch this shit. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel gets up there and yells about fucking Trump every goddamn night. Fucking starts crying about fucking Trump kicking out illegals. He literally cries.
Illegals who break the law and kill
people. These poor people. Trump's so mean. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And Stephen Colbert never fucking cried, but he's just as much of a little lib bitch. I mean, like, who's watching this shit? Like,
the problem is Stephen Colbert is disingenuous. Okay, because if you watched his stuff on Comedy Central, before he went to major network, to the major networks, he was on the other side.
Well,
so he was making jokes for the conservative side instead of the liberal side.
Well, what he was doing is it was satire. What's disingenuous about him is that, like, even when he was on Comedy Central, everybody knew he was just playing a character. He was a caricature of fucking a Republican, and half the jokes he made, fucking, were digs at Republicans. The disingenuous part is when he's straight up been asked, now that he's not playing a character on Comedy Central anymore, when he's straight up been asked, and I've heard him say this in many different interviews and things, like, well, what are your political leanings and all this stuff? And he's like, oh, I was raised Catholic and I was raised very conservative. I'm just not one of these nut job conservative. Like, bitch, you are not at all fucking religious or conservative. Like, any way, shape, or fucking form, dude.
I can tell you this right now, because he grew up in Charleston, my area, and his sister ran for governor. You know why she lost? Because she was a fucking rhino. Because we saw her track record, when she was an elected official elsewhere, and she didn't vote like a proper Republican in South Carolina. She voted like a Democrat.
Yeah,
and that's why she didn't get elected. That's why McMaster won instead of her.
Yeah. Now he's fake as shit, and he goes out there and does nothing but attack people who are conservatives or libertarians. He does nothing but attack them, and then when he's questioned about it, he's like, "Oh, but I can say this because I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Republican. I'm a religious Catholic Republican."
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
I'm more religious than Catholic than you are.
As a defense, so that you can say you can talk shit about people who aren't Democrats and aren't liberals, but you're just as fucking libtarded as the rest of them. Like, you can't use that excuse. Like, your actions and your words fucking
know.
clearly show what your political leanings are. You are not a fucking conservative Republican, and you sure as shit are not religious, dude. So, yeah, he's a fucktard, and I'm not surprised that they're shutting this shit down because nobody wants to watch that shit. So of course it's not profitable. Of course CBS isn't making any money on his ass. Nobody wants to watch his fucking show.
Exactly.
So, anyway. So what else is going on in the world, gents? Anything? Anything the audience got out there? Audience, you guys got anything? I did my due diligence today to try and look up any important major news stories of the day and found jack shit. There wasn't anything.
Yeah, it's been a slow day.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. There's not much in the way of like not even the Russia-Ukraine stuff. There's no significant new updates or
other than what I mentioned
in that area. The Israel-Palestine thing seems like
it's fizzled out.
Yeah, even the Iran stuff is not.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on at the moment.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of big...
that means the ceasefire is holding.
Yeah, for the moment.
Yeah. Though I did tell you this the other day when after the chat, but you know they are sending like 17 Patriot systems over to Ukraine to help Ukraine out.
Oh, fun!
And apparently are raising 4 new Patriot air defense battalions in the army.
We're still getting involved in shit, even though that was another thing that Trump ran on, which is we wouldn't stop getting involved in shit. Yay!
The problem is we're going to get involved one way or another, whether we like it or not. Unfortunately, and it would be better.
We don't fucking have to. Like, it's not like it's a fucking requirement. We don't have to be involved in this shit. They just fucking keep doing it.
I know. So,
but hey, on a positive note, we only got 44 more days until college football kicks off.
Oh God! Well, there you go. Like, that's.
I mean, I'd rather watch hockey.
I'm not a sports ball guy. Like I was when I was younger. Like I cared a lot about football and hockey. Those were the two main ones that I enjoyed. But
I've only enjoyed hockey and baseball personally. I don't like football.
Hey, look,
I did. I mean, you know.
We can all be truthful when it comes to hockey. We're not there to watch the game. We're there to watch the fist fights.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or in case of my hockey team, if a goal gets scored, you hear a cannon go off.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. They have a legit cannon that they set off in the arena every time they score a goal.
Good.
Tomcat in the chat says last time I watched Late Night was when Paul Schaefer was still on.
Wow.
That was Letterman, right? Paul Schaefer. That was the Letterman's side piece, right?
I was expecting him to say something like Arsenio Hall or something like.
Oh, I loved me some Arsenio Hall back then.
Yeah. Oh no, Arsenio was great, but or something like or make a joke like the last time I watched Late Night Show was when Johnny Carson was on.
Yeah.
So
I'm old enough to remember Johnny Carson. Granted, I was a kid because I think he stopped in late 80s is when
late 80s, early 90s. Yeah.
So I'm old enough. I remember watching Johnny Carson when I was a kid.
I was young, but I remember watching him on TV too. When my parents weren't looking and I was still up watching TV.
Yeah.
Because that was just a young little strike.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a big night strike then.
You were an afternoon strike at that point.
I was napping at noon strike.
Yeah.
So, but you know.
Yeah, I remember.
No, I have watched a lot of the stuff because if you go on YouTube, there's a lot of Johnny Carson shows that they've uploaded to YouTube, and you can watch. And Johnny Carson really knew how to make a joke. He was really good at it.
Oh yeah. Well, that also was. I mean, you know, we had. I mean, those types of shows captured more of the national attention because, like, there was no internet, there was no other outlets to, really get that type of information.
Right.
These with interviews with celebrities and, people, even if they weren't necessarily a quote unquote celebrity, but they were famous in some way or whatever it is, right? Like, and you watch that because it was a little bit of entertainment. A lot of times, the first time you would see a trailer for a movie might be on, the Johnny Carson show. Johnny Carson's show was, other nighttime show, late night talk shows were the first time you might see a particular comedian. Because again, there was no internet, right? Like there's no Twitter or Instagram, no people posting all their comedy and shit. So it was a much bigger part of pop culture and the social consciousness. And today it's just, there's honestly no reason for those shows to exist in the traditional way that they did, yet they still push it. I mean, traditional television is just like, the fact that it's hanging on at all honestly still surprises me. The fact that,
well, the actual news programs, those are going to be hanging on no matter what, because they're actually giving information out. Though granted, some are playing to one side, some are playing to the other, some are trying to go straight down the middle. It all depends on which channel you watch. But
yeah, I mean, I guess it just.
But the news is always going to be around because people are always going to want to get their news somehow.
Yes, I mean, I think like your whole like ABC nightly news shit, or whatever is just, I mean, I can't even imagine what their fucking ratings look like at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's got to be like awful. I mean, honestly, it's got to be just fucking awful. Because with all the streaming these days, where you can stream shows you want to watch whenever you want to watch. Oh yeah.
With that being at your fingertips now, you don't have to wait for it to be on TV. You can just load up your TV, load up your favorite streaming service, and just watch something. And because of that, more people are doing that because they don't need to wait for it, so they don't need to specifically watch the entire day's programming of a channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, so honestly, the only things that are really going to be around probably in the future are probably just going to be the morning and evening news, and then they may just show reruns of whatever shows they have rights to in the middle.
Yeah.
And you're right. Maybe some of these talk shows, late night talk shows, go away, or they stop playing to one side and they go back to what people wanted to see.
Yeah.
But
anyway.
I got this to say: at least offensive and politically incorrect comedies coming back.
Yeah, I hope so. Because the politically correct bullshit has it ruined comedy for like 8 years.
Still is affecting comedy. We need somebody like another Ralphie May to come along and just blow it all open.
I wouldn't say Ralphie May. We need someone more like a George Carlin.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, look, we have plenty of those people. We have, I mean, comedy, I would say that type of comedy, because when you're talking about George Carlin, you're talking about stand-up comedy. Like, there's plenty of those people out there. That's not the issue.
He didn't just do stand-up. He kind of did a little bit of everything, though. Too.
Yeah, but it's like the you're talking like mainstream network comedy shows and shit like that, movies. That type of comedy is dead. I mean,
sadly,
it may come back. Who knows? But at this point, that shit's just fucking dead. So maybe somebody will fucking try and give it mouth to mouth and bring it back. Now that, you know, for the last, I would say going on the last 2 years, people have gotten really, really tired of the fucking PC woke bullshit. But maybe it'll start to come back. And there is evidence of that. Like if you've seen that Netflix show Tires, or what's the other one that Tom Segura just did on Netflix? He dropped 6 episodes of his comedy show.
Dave Chappelle hasn't pulled any punches.
Yeah. So there is stuff out there, but it's few and far between compared to what it used to be. I mean, I can't remember the last time. When's the last time you saw a comedy, like a big budget comedy movie, get released at the movie theater? I can't remember the last time I saw a comedy movie. Like the days of like Step Brothers or Talladega Nights or, you know, the Hangover movies or any of that shit. Like when's the last movie like that fucking came out?
I know one. The Machine movie by Burt Kreischer.
The movie's fucking awful, first of all.
Yeah, the stand-up of him giving that whole ordeal is more entertaining than that movie was.
But then again, I saw that movie when I was high on painkillers.
And then again, the other side of that is that wasn't like a movie that went to the movies. That was streaming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
guys, we're never going to get another Blazing Saddles movie or a movie like that. That's never going to happen.
We should.
We should.
We are getting Spaceballs 2.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We are getting Spaceballs 2. The search for more money or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and apparently they got Rick Moranis to come back too. So
which is awesome.
That's amazing.
I hope it's good and offensive to everyone. Just like
I hope they get the sound effects guy to come back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's you know, the bleeps, the boops, and the
Sir, we've been jammed. A raspberry.
Yep.
Only one person would jam me with a raspberry.
Lone
Star.
Yep.
I see yours is as big as mine.
Yep. Oh, the good old days.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, the old school Police Academy movies. Oh, jeez.
I love the Police Academy.
That's why I mentioned sound effects guy from Spaceballs, because he was one of the Police Academy guys.
Yeah, he was one of the main guys, but
hey, what were you arrested for? Oh, let me show you.
Yeah.
You know, but there's also something else I saw. Did you see that they're gonna try and make another Happy Gilmore movie?
They're not trying. It comes out next month.
I'm not sure how that's gonna work.
I mean, that's all up to your own opinion. I have a very specific opinion about Adam Sandler and Adam Sandler movies. And that opinion, I believe, is 100% true, which is Adam Sandler has not changed in 30 years. His humor has not changed in 30 years. If you look at any of the movies that he's put out, let's say in the last 10 years, like all these movies he's been doing on Netflix for the last decade because Netflix has paid him a bunch of money to make movies for him, there is conceptually, when it comes to the humor and the jokes, no difference between that and the original Happy Gilmore, or any of the movies that he did back then. The problem is that people's tolerance for that kind of humor has changed. I maintain that Adam Sandler is exactly as funny as he was back in the 90s. In the 90s, we all loved that type of stupid fucking humor that kind of bordered on slapstick, but not quite.
Right.
We loved Adam Sandler's humor in the 90s. And it is not that because a lot of people are like, oh, Adam Sandler movies suck now. No, you just think they do. Which, if you think they do, they do. For you, they suck. And for general audiences, Adam Sandler movies suck now. But Adam Sandler's humor, his level of storytelling, writing, acting, all that shit, the people he puts in his movie, it's all exactly the same that it has always been since the 1990s. It's just people don't want that anymore. Like if you watch Hubie Halloween or Jack and Jill or fucking pick a movie he's done in the last fucking decade, like those movies are no worse, quote unquote, than any movie he did back in the 90s or the early 2000s when people loved his shit and his shit made fuck tons of money. It hasn't changed. His humor hasn't changed. His acting hasn't changed. When he writes those movies, because he does a lot of writing on those fucking movies, the writing, the level of quality in the writing hasn't fucking changed. It's just people are either they're tired of it or society as in general doesn't like that type of humor anymore. So like I don't know what to say. Like I still like most of the shit Adam Sandler pulls out, but that's because I'm a fucking man-child stuck in the 1990s. Like I still love that shit. I loved Hubie Halloween. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Jack and Jill, that stupid ass fucking movie where he plays himself and his sister, is fucking funny. Like
the grown-ups films are still fucking
those
funny.
are funny, right? That one he did that I can't remember what the fuck it was called. That was basically a fucking comedy rip on the Magnificent Seven. That Western he did. That shit was funny. Like, is it stupid funny? Is it stupid Adam Sandler funny? Yes. But is it still funny? Just as funny as the shit he was doing in the 90s? Fuck yeah, it was. So I'm looking forward to Happy Gilmore too.
Okay.
Because I fully expect it's going to be the exact same level of humor and stupidity that the first one was.
Okay.
So, anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have to get out of here. I have another show starting here in about 2 or 3 minutes.
No.
Yeah. But we will be back tomorrow night.
Thanks,
Let's sneak chat tomorrow night. So we will be doing that mañana at 7 p.m. Eastern.
When are we going to game?
I don't know yet, but soon. Actually, I think Duke was texting me while we've been doing this, asking me if I wanted to game tonight. So maybe we'll text everybody afterwards. But I got to get out of here. I got to get to my other chat. We will see you guys mañana. Enjoy your fucking weekend. Later, dudes. If you want to talk some toys and geek stuff, hop on over to my other channel here in about 2 minutes, and we're going to do a show there. But that is it. Deuces, yo, shall not pee in fridge, all that good shit. We'll see you guys next time. Later, dudes.